So let's talk about the white guilt era of America. It was a thing. I literally grew up in it. And I'm in New York City, so I got the full Monty. And it was everything you thought it was, both good and bad. The timing is a little amorphous, but I would say it began at around 1965. It ended the minute Ronald Reagan won the Republican nomination. You see, anyone who says nothing changed after the civil rights era is either ignorant, does not know history, or is full of shit. On too many cases, people literally choose to be either of those things, and none of them are good. For example, if you get someone who screams in public, "I don't vote, that sucker shit," ignorant, does not know their history, or willfully full of shit. Usually people choose to be either of these things to take comfort behind their usually horrible behavior. For 15 years, we saw the best white people could possibly muster in order to say, oops, we're sorry for all that. And they got mad when we pointed out they were doing it badly. You see, we predicted all the complaints, the DEI, what would happen when they decided to just implement affirmative action. We knew this shit was coming. But they were trying their best. I guess they thought it was their best. And they got pissed off when we kept saying, no, this is not what we want. Kind of like integration. And them being pissed off led to Reagan and where we are now. But they tried. Satan blessed them. They tried. So let's talk about it. I'm saying things change after civil rights, unlike the musings of so many bloody idiots. First of all, lynching stopped being an everyday occurrence. You see, you read about that stuff, but you don't understand what it was like. Lynching was an everyday occurrence in this country, and it happened everywhere in this country. And the most notable thing is they would usually know who did the lynching, and there was never any consequences. By about 1965, you think the jails were filling up with black bodies? All of a sudden, they started being filled with hardcore white supremacists, too. The point is, when the dust settled in the civil rights era, hardcore racists started getting arrested, and then white people started complaining about it. You hear us joke. Cops were a little chill back then, and they were, because they had to pull back. They had to stop the automatic brutality, so they had to get slick with it. And they found many ways to do that, obviously. Now, we as black people used to tell a joke. You could just walk into a job and they'd make you manager. Okay, that wasn't exactly true, but they gave us access, even though they gave us hoops to jump over, hurdles to climb. And we got over all of them. But a lot of times we get promoted or hired because they were impressed by the fact that we got through the hoops. And we took full advantage of everything they got. Blaxploitation would not have happened without the white guilt era. Now, I hate blaxploitation, but those movies would not have existed if not for white guilt. And like I said, when you see much of them, you're like, yikes. That's what we mean by, well, they did their best. But without blaxploitation, we would not have had a Spike Lee or John Singleton. Blaxploitation crawled so that Spike Lee and Singleton could walk, so that Ava DuVernay and Ryan Coogler could jog. And now we have the tools at our disposal. The next artistic movie genius will be able to run. Without the white guilt era, we would not have had that. Now, I'm not saying racism ended. All I'm saying is black people got a little more breathing room. But there was one thing for those of you who wonder about our reactions to MAGA saying, I regret my vote. Well, that's what they said during the white guilt era too. We're sorry. We didn't notice. We didn't think about it. And now we want to do better. And as soon as they were criticized just a little bit, they threw up their hands. Reagan came in, and here we are today. So that's why I'm not impressed when MAGA goes, I regret my vote, because I've seen this movie before. And they ended with ICE agents tackling and zip tying little girls, murdering people in their concentration camps, raping women and children because, they're pedophiles, and shooting white people in the face live on camera to make you afraid of them. So you'll have to excuse me if I say, you take your guilt and do the work over there because I don't trust you. Been there, done that, saw the movie, read the book, you can keep the ticket. It would be nice if y'all could do better this time, but frankly, I'm not holding my breath because y'all have done nothing to make me confident that y'all are sincere in this effort.